Simply Math with Dr. Shubha. Math is considered as the mother of sciences. So when I used to tell this, my students would ask me immediately, then who is the father of mathematics, ma'am? But please, you don't ask me. You know why we call maths as the mother? A mother embraces all. Likewise, mathematics embraces all the other subjects, be it social sciences, physical sciences, biological sciences, anything, economics, commerce, everywhere. In fact, in day to day life, you cannot think of any simple thing without using mathematics. What time you get up? How many idlis or dosas did you eat today? What is the distance between your school and your house? What is the length of your sari? How many sisters or brothers you have? At what time you go to sleep? How many hours would you spend in reading? How many hours would you spend in playing? So anything. Think of anything. It's surprising that without attaching mathematics or any numbers to that, we cannot relate anything. So math is an interesting subject. It's a mother of sciences. Yes. Now, when you come to 10th standard, your teachers will be teaching you limits and continuity. Come on, listen carefully. This is the fundamental of calculus. And this you will be reading throughout. This is advanced mathematics. It's very important. Yes. Introduction to calculus. Calculus is one of the branches of the subject mathematics. And limits and continuity is the fundamental basic concept of calculus. Now let us learn about this, limits and continuity, the first part in calculus. Come on, let's learn together. So in this particular part 1, we will learn about the concept limit. What is a limit and what are terms? So to understand limit, we should know the terms. So in algebra, even in 6th standard, you might have learnt about terms. So what is a term? Come on, let's learn together. So now let's talk about independent terms. Independent is they don't depend on anybody. Of course, they don't depend on anything. Now here the concept of limit. There is a tumbler and from a vessel milk is poured into the tumbler. There is a limit to the tumbler. Look, the milk flows out as it has exceeded the limit. Now what is the limit here? The brim of the tumbler. So in English, in whatever sense, in whatever meaning we use the word limit, the same sense and the same meaning is there in mathematics. So limit is nothing very foreign. Okay, it's more like your English limit. Now here this boy is pushing the bureau, pushing the almara. The maximum ability he is using, that's the limit. So there is a limit for everything. So limit can be using the force to the maximum. So the utmost thing is called the limit. So what is the maximum capacity of the egg tray shown here? Just only 10. So this egg tray, the limit is only 10, can limit itself with only 10 eggs. So the limit of intake, the limit is 10. So till now we saw only one item, that is milk getting poured into a tumbler, a person pushing an almirah, and egg tray. Okay, so only one single term is there, and they don't depend on anything, so they are independent. Now here we have two different terms. Okay, now the concept of limit, independent terms. Now look at the clock. The time is approaching 9:30 a.m. So when the time approaches 9:30 a.m., students approach the class. Okay, so time and student. Who is dependent? Time is independent. No, time just goes on. 9:30, 9:40. So time is independent here. But here students, they depend on the time. So when the time goes 9:30, the students, they have to rush to the class because teachers will be waiting. Okay, so the concept of limit, when two items are given, when two terms are given, one is dependent, the other one is independent. So here the train is approaching the station and the passengers, they approach the platform. Here also you have two terms, independent and dependent. Which one is independent? The train. Why we say the train approaching the station is independent? The train may come on time, the train may be late, the train may delay for some time, okay, or before time also. So the train is independent, but only after the train reaches the station, passengers can approach the platform. That is why passengers, they depend on the arrival of the train. So the arrival of the train is independent and passengers approaching the platform dependent. So independent term and dependent term, the limit will be the same thing. The train approaching the station, and at station the train will halt. There will be a stop, and that is the limit. Okay. So Mohan starts from his house at 8:20 a.m. He is reaching the school at 8:40 a.m. The distance between Mohan's house and school is just 3 kilometers. So as the time is approaching 8:40, Mohan is approaching the school. As the time is approaching 8:40, Mohan is approaching school. So here we say as X approaches A, time approaches 8:40. Mohan approaches school. Y tends to L. So here X and Y are two dependent terms. Okay. This graph will give you an idea about the limiting position of the secant. Okay, just look at the graph. You will understand the limiting position. So now when you see a problem stating x approaches to 2, the function y equals to x plus 2 approaches 4. Now we can understand better. Here a function is given y equals x plus 2. So y equals x plus 2 will be a straight line because this is a linear function. Okay. Now here when x is approaching 2, so when x approaches 2, you just replace the value of x equal to 2. So 2 plus 2 will be 4. So the function y equal to x plus 2, the straight line y equal to x plus 2 will approach 4. Okay. Can you see from the graph? Just look at the graph. At the x-axis, the x is 2. Now there's a black straight line drawn. Now when x is approaching 2, y is approaching 4. Okay. So there are two variables. Now here x is independent variable and y depends on x. Because why we say y is depending on x? X can take any value. X, when you give x 1, then y will take 3. When you give x is equal to 2, y will be 4. If you put x is equal to 0, what will be y? Y will be 2. Now for x you can give any values, but for y you cannot give any value. Whatever value you give for x, based on that the value of y will be changing. That is why y is depending on x. So x is independent variable and y is dependent variable. Okay. Now this is just an introduction lesson on calculus. Hope you have understood just dependent terms, independent terms and the concept of limit. Okay. Now in the next part, that is part 2, we will be moving on to limits and continuity. If you need any assistance, please look at the description box. I have given my WhatsApp number. Thank you.